Rtani svantasvena gadabhrita sadavo hridayam mahyam sadunam hridayam tvaham madanyatti na jananti naham tebhyo managapi Gange cha yamune cheva godavari saraswati Narmade sindhu kaveri jalismin sannidhim kuru Kurukshetra gaya ganga prabhasha pushkarani cha etani sarvani tirtani snankale bhavantayah Om yam brahma vedanta vido vadanti Paripradhanam purusham tatanye vishwadgate karanam ishvaram vam tasme namo vigna vinashayam Om tadvishno paramam paragam sada pashyanti surayam divi eva chakshuratatam tadeviprasa vipanyavo jagravagam sasamindate Vishnoryat paramam padam Om Madhavo Madhavo Vachi Madhavo Madhavo Ridi Smaranti Sadava Sarve Sarvakaryeshu Madhavam Om Krishno Vesachidanandagana Krishna Adipurusha Krishna Purushottama Krishna karmadi moolam Krishna sahe sarve karyaham Krishna akasham kridadishamukha prabhu pujyaham Krishna nadi sasminanjandantar bahyan mangalam tallabhati kriti Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityanandam Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrindam Shri Rup Sanatana Bhatta Raghunatam Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunatam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Swasti no Govinda Swasti Achyutanantu Swasti no Vasudeva Vishnur Dadatu Swasti no Narayano Narove Swasti na Padmanabha Purushottamo Dadatu Swasti no Vishvaksheno Vishveshvaraha Swasti no Rishikosha Harir Dadatu Swasti no Venatayu Harihi Swasti no Anjana Sutuhanur Bhagavatu Dadatu Swasti Swasti Sumangala Keshu Mahansa Krishna Sachidanandaganaha Sarveshvarishvaro Dadatu Om Karotu Swastimi Krishnaham Sarvalokeshvareshvaraham Karshnadayascha Kuruvantu Swastimi Lokapavanaham Om Krishna Mameva Sarvatra Swasti Kuryat Shriyasamam Tateva cha Sadakarshnihi Sarva Vigna Vinashanaham Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityanandam Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Sri Rup Sanatana Bhatta Raghunatam Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunatam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Swasti Naham Vipro Nachanarapatir Napi Vaishona Shudro Naham Varni Nachagriyapatir Navanastu Yatirva Kintu Prodyan Nikila Paramananda Purnamritabder Gopi Bhartuhu Padakamalayor Dasa Dasa Nudasaham Divyam Shri Hari Mandira Dyatilakam Kantam Sumalanvitam Bhakshaha Shri Hari Nama Varna Shikandaliptam Punaham Putam Sukshmam Namambaram Vimalatam Nityam Vantim Tanum Vyayet Shri Guru Pada Padmanikati Sivat Sukham Chatmanaham Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Tat Sat Shri Govinda Shyam Shubhatitu Sri Bhagavad Ajnaya Bhagavad Kinkarya Rupam Adho Sri Punya Vachanam Karishye. Om Namaschakraya Vidmahe Sasrajvalaya Dhimahi Tanno Sudarshana Prachodayat. Om Bhurmaha Sudarshanam Avahayami, Om Bhuvarmaha Sudarshanam Avahayami, Om Subhamaha Sudarshanam Avahayami, Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Mahasudarshanam Avahayami, Om Sri Mahasudarshanaya Namaha Dhyayami. Dhyanam Samarpayami, Padayoho Padyam Samarpayami. The kirtan still moving?
Yes.
Aham hastayoho argyam samarpayami, mukhe achamaniyam samarpayami, snapayami, snana antaram achamaniyam samarpayami. Vastramakshatam samarpayami, Aupavitam aksharam samarpayami, Alankara natam akshatam samarpayami. Om Sri Mahasudarshanaya Namaha Dhupam agrapayami. Vanaspati-rasutpanno Gandhati Gandha Uttamaha Agreyah Sarvadivanam Dupoyam Pratigriyatam. Vanaspati-rasutpanno Gandhati Gandha Uttamaha Agreyah Sarvadivanam Dupoyam Pratigriyatam. Dupam Samarpayami. Om Sudarshanaya Namaha Deepam Samarpayami. Shigya. Vrindai tulasi divyai priyai keshavasya cha Vishnu bhakti prade devi satyavatyai namo namaha. Vrindai tulasi divyai priyai keshavasya cha Vishnu bhakti prade devi satyavatyai namo namaha. Deepam samarpayami. Om Sudarshanaya Namaha Deepam Samarpayami. Svaprakasha Mahatijam Sarvatahati Mirapaham Sabhahyabhyantara Jyotir Deepoyam Pratigriyatam Samarpayami. Om Sudarshanaya Namaha Manay Mahadevedyam Samarpayami. Namaschakraya vidmahe sahasrajvalaya dhimahi Tanno sudarshana prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvasvah tatsaviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Satyam hritam svartena parisinchami om amritopastaranamasi. Om pranaya svaha. Om aparaya svaha. Om vyanaya svaha. Om udanaya svaha. Om samanaya svaha. Om brahmane svaha. Om amritapidanamasi. Pugipalatam tambulam machatam samarpayami.
We're live.
Pugipalatam tambulam machatam samarpayami. Om Sri Mahasudarshanaya Namaha Sarvopachara Pujam Samarapayami. Sudarshana Mahajvala Koti Surya Samaprabha Ajnanandasya Me Nityam Vishnu Margam Pradarshaye. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahabhiryam karavavai tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavai. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi om. Shanno mitra shamvarunah. Shanno bhavatariyama. Shanno indra brahaspatihi. Shanno Vishnu Rurukramaha. Namo Brahmane. Namaste Vayu. Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami. Ritam Vadishyami. Satyam Vadishyami. Tanmam Avatu. Tada Bhaktaram Avatu. Avatu mam, avatu bhaktaram. Om shanti shanti shanti. Shanno mitra shamvarunah. Shanno bhavatariyama. Shanna indra brahaspatihi. Shanno vishnu rurukramaha. Namo brahmane. Namaste Vayu. Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmavadisham. Ritamavadisham. Satyamavadisham. Tanmamavit. Tadabhaktaramavit. Avin mam. Avin bhaktaram. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi om. Apavitra pavitro vasarva vastam gatopi va. Yasmaret pundarikaksham. Sa bhakya bhyantara suchihi. Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. Om. In the kitchen, on the stove, there's the ghee. The ghee has to be melted a little bit, and you bring it over on the plate. Om Shantirastu, Pushtirastu, Tushtirastu, Avignamastu, Arogyamastu, Aishvaryamastu, Shivam Karmastu. Udityam Aniruddho Marjayantam, Urdvayam Sri Mahapurusho Marjayantam. Om Apohistamayo Bhuvaha, Tana Urje Dadhatana, Maheranaya Chakshase, Yova Shivatamo Rasaha, Tasya Bhajayate Hanaha, Ushatiri Vibmataraha, Tasma Aram Gamamava, Yasya Kshayaya Jinvata, Apo Janayatachanaha, Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrindam, Purvasyam Vasudevo Marjayantam, Dakshinasyam Samkarshano Marjayantam, Pratichyam Pradyumjyo Marjayantam. Om Sudarshana Namaha. Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Madhusudanaya Namaha, Om Trivikramaya Namaha, Om Vamanaya Namaha, Om Sridharaya Namaha, Om Rishikeshaya Namaha, Om Padmanabhaya Namaha. Om Matsyaya Namaha, Om Kurmaya Namaha, Om Varahaya Namaha, Om Narasimhaya Namaha, Om Vamanaya Namaha, Om Brigupati Ramaya Namaha, Om Ramachandraya Namaha, Om Balabhadraya Namaha, Om Krishnaya Namaha, Om Buddhaya Namaha, Om Kalkini Namaha. Apavitra Pavitro Vasarvavashtam Gatopiva, Yasmaret Pundarikaksham Sabhahyabhyantara Suchihi. Om Tadvishnu Paramam Padagam Sada Pashyanti Surayam Devi Eva Chakshuratatam Tadavipraso Vipanyavo Jagruvagam Sasamindate Vishnoryata Paramam Padam. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Gubramana Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya.
Ghee would be okay here?
The ghee that's over there,
Yeah.
you melt it and
Yeah.
put it in
Okay.
here and bring it. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Gubramana Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Namo Mahabhadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayati Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Ghoratvishi Namaha. Ajanulambita bhuju kanakavadatu Samkirtane kapitaru kamalaya-takshu Vishwambaro dvijabaro yugadharmapalu Bande jagat priyakaru karunayavataru Namastri kalasatyaya jagannatha sutaya cha Sabrityaya saputraya sakalatrayate namaham Avatirno swakarunyo parichinno sadishvaro Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Dvaum Bhrataru Bhaji Dvaum Bhrataru Bhaji. So now we will begin the program. We will start by doing Achaman. You can stop the kirtan over there. For all different ceremonies, marriage ceremonies, initiation ceremonies, temple opening ceremonies, Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupāda, Founder-Ācārya of the Krishna Consciousness movement, always started these ceremonies with Achaman. What we will do is that we will repeat. All the initiates are going to take the Achaman, the spoon in your left hand. You're going to put water in your right hand. You're going to sip from the root of the tongue after we recite the Apavitra mantra. Prabhupada explains this Apavitra mantra as follows in a lecture in London, England on August 22nd, 1971. Srila Prabhupada. Om Apavitra Pavitrova Sarvavashtam Gato Piva Yasmaret Pundarikaksham Sabhya Bhyantara Suchihi. The purpose of this mantra, Apavitra Pavitrova, Apavitra means contaminated, infected, and Pavitra means purified. So the mantra says either one is in contaminated stage or purified stage. Apavitra Pavitrova, Sarvavashtam. Sarva means all. Avashta means circumstances. In all circumstances, in whatever circumstances one may be, either in contaminated stage or purified stage, Yasmaret, anyone who remembers Pundarikaksham. Pundarikaksham means Krishna or Vishnu. Pundarika Aksham, lotus-eyed. So Lord Vishnu's eyes are just like lotus petals. So he's called Pundarikaksham. So such person who remembers, chants the name of the Lord, Pundarikaksham Sabhya. Bhya means external. And internal, Abhyantaram, Suchihi. Suchihi means purified. Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. So simply by remembering the holy name of the Lord Vishnu, one is purified in any stage of life. So everybody will take, the initiates, take the spoon in your left hand, pour water in your right hand and sip. And you say, Sri Vishnu. You do that 3 times. Sri Vishnu. Sri Vishnu. And you repeat the mantra after me. Om, Om, Apavitra, Apavitra, Pavitro, Pavitro, Va, Sarva, Sarva, Vashtam, Vasham, Gato, Gato, Api, Api, Va, Va, Ya, Ya, Smaret, Smaret, Pundarika, Pundarika, Aksham, Aksham, Sa, Sa, Bhya, Bhya, Abhyantaraha, Abhyantaraha, Suchihi, Suchihi, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. another lecture by Srila Prabhupada on the same topic on the 27th of August, 1969. Srila Prabhupada explains, yes, spiritual energy that is eternal. That is eternal. So we are, due to our ignorance, we have been very much serious with the temporary situation of Maya, and we have forgotten the eternal position. This is our present conditional life. Now, this Krishna Consciousness movement means his treatment to reclaim the living entity from the clutches of Maya, then is situated in his natural position. Contaminated, impure condition, apavitra. And pavitra means pure condition. Apavitra pavitrova. One may be in impure condition, and one may be in pure condition. Sarvavastam, in all conditions. Avasta means all conditions. Gato piva, situated in any condition situation. Ya, anybody. Smaret, who remembers. Pundarikaksham. Pundarikaksham means the Lord whose eyes are like the lotus petal. Lotus eyes. Pundarikaksham. That person becomes sabhya abhyantaram. Bahya means externally, and abhyantara means internally. Bahya abhyantara suchihi. Suchihi means purified. Another suchi means brahmana. A brahmana is called suchi. A brahmana means a purified person. Not that by birth one becomes pure. No. The purificatory process. There are purificatory processes. Just like in an infectious condition, those who are vaccinated give an injection, he is supposed to be purified. He cannot be attacked or infected by the disease. Similarly, in spiritual life also one has to remain purified. The whole process, this Krishna Consciousness movement, is to purify the people in general from the contaminated condition of material existence. Purifying. It is purifying process. A living entity by nature is pure because he is part and parcel of the Supreme Pure, God. But due to his impure condition, he has forgotten his eternal relationship with God. So this initiation means that one is being accepted as student by the spiritual master to promote him gradually to the purified state where he can realize himself in God. This is the whole process. In contaminated state, we cannot approach. I've given this example many times. Just like if you want to enter into a certain place, then you must be adjusted with the conditions. Supposed to be it's very cold. Just like people are going to the moon planet. There it is supposed to be very cold. So people go with a certain type of dress by adjusting. Similarly, if you want to enter into the spiritual kingdom, the abode, the planet where Krishna lives, so you must be purified. Adjust yourself. Not only to the spiritual kingdom of Krishna, any planet you want to enter, you must adjust yourself in that way. So we will explain here, this program here today is an initiation ceremony conducted according to the instruction and order of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupāda, Founder-Ācārya of the Krishna Consciousness movement. What this means, this is being done according to Srila Prabhupada's final order for initiations that he gave on July 9, 1977, where the devotees are being initiated on behalf of Srila Prabhupada as initiated disciples of Prabhupada, as per Srila Prabhupada's final instruction and order with regards to initiation. What we will do here now, we will explain the purpose of a Vedic sacrifice. We'll be reading here from the Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th Canto, chapter 18, text 33 and 34. A husband is the supreme demigod for a woman. The supreme personality of Godhead, Lord Vasudeva, the husband of the goddess of fortune, is situated in everyone's heart and is worshipped through the various names and forms of the demigods by fruitive workers. Similarly, a husband represents the Lord as the object of worship for a woman. Purport. The Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, Ye piyanyadivata bhakta yajante shraddhayan vitaha tepi mam ivakanteya yajanti avidipurvakam. Whatever a man may sacrifice to other demigods, O son of Kunti, is really meant for me alone, but it is offered without true understanding. The demigods are various assistants who act like the hands and legs of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who is not in direct touch with the Supreme Lord and cannot conceive of the exalted position of the Lord is sometimes advised to worship the demigods as various parts of the Lord. So this is a very important point. Srila Prabhupada explains further in the purport, although the names of Indra and Agni are sometimes uttered in the Vedic mantras, Indraya Svaha, Agnaya Svaha, the Vedic sacrifices are actually performed for the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu. As long as one is very much attached to material sense gratification, the worship of the demigods or the worship of one's husband is recommended. Now, with regards to fire sacrifice, because sometimes the question is, what is this sacrifice? What is the purpose? How does this work? There was one conversation where one guest asked Srila Prabhupada whether anyone was going to be sacrificed into the fire, and Prabhupada laughed. He said, no, we put some grains and flowers and fruits into the fire. Srila Prabhupada explains in a lecture in Los Angeles, California, on the 27th of August, 1972. By Vedic injunction, the human society, civilized human society, they required to perform sacrifices, fire sacrifices, just like we do in all auspicious ceremonies. It is said that through the fire, God eats. We give to the fire the grains and the fruits and other things. That is, means God is eating through the fire. So sacrifice means you sacrifice for God. And God is accepting. God is accepting also when we offer prasadam to the Lord. He's accepting, but we want to see. That is our disease. We want to see everything. Therefore, the fire sacrifice, you can see that whatever is offering, it is being eaten up. God can eat in many ways. Because a third-class man, they want to see that God is eating. Therefore, this is required, sacrifice. God, as is stated in the Brahma Samhita, Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti, is every limb of the body is as good as the other part of the body. Just like we've got our eyes. With eyes we can see, but we cannot eat. But God can do that. He can see, eat also. Through the eyes. Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti. He can hear with eyes, he can eat with his ear, he can see with his tongue. That is God. Every part of the body is equally good as other part of the body. That is called absolute truth. Or this body is with my hand. This body is relative. I cannot see. If I close my eyes, I cannot see with my hand. But Krishna can do that. So when we offer Krishna foodstuff, he eats. He says in the Bhagavad Gita, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham asmi uparitam asnami prayatatmanaha Krishna says that my devotee, when he offers me something eatable with faith, love, and devotion, I eat. Then, is he speaking lies? No, he eats. But the atheist class of men, they do not know. They see that the plate is full. Sometime, if he is forced, he can eat also. So we have to understand that the fire sacrifice is meant to please Krishna with offerings of fruits and grains. Prabhupada also explains, all these items may be offered in the sacrificial fire. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 16, Text 9. Yat pujaya lokamadugam yati lokam grihan vitaha brahmano nischabe vishnoho sarvadevatmano mukham. By worshipping the fire and the brahmanas, a householder can achieve the desired goal of residing in the higher planets. For the sacrificial fire and the brahmanas are to be considered the mouth of Lord Vishnu, who is the super soul of all the demigods. Purport. According to the Vedic system, a fire sacrifice is held in order to offer oblations of ghee, grains, fruits, flowers, and so on, so that Lord Vishnu may eat and be satisfied. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 9:26, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti uparitam ashnami prayatatmanaha. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it. Therefore, all these items may be offered in the sacrificial fire, and Lord Vishnu will be satisfied. Prabhupada explains, therefore, the Vedic principles recommend that in every festival or ceremony, one offer oblations to the fire and give sumptuous food for the brahmanas to eat. By such activities, a householder may be elevated to the heavenly planets and similar places in the higher planetary system. Now the question may come up, but this is Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, we are being informed not to do all different kinds of ritualistic ceremonies. Srila Prabhupada explains, the Brahmanist statement is that Lord Vishnu is everything, the fire, the offering, the clarified butter, the utensils, the place of sacrifice, and the kusha. He is everything. It is confirmed herein that the performance of Sankirtan Yajna in this age is as good as all other yajnas in all other ages. If one performs Sankirtan Yajna by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, there is no need to arrange elaborate paraphernalia for the prescribed sacrificial ceremonies recommended in the Vedas. In the chant of the holy names Hare and Krishna, Hare means the energy of Krishna, and Krishna is the Vishnu Tattva. Combined together, they are everything. In this age, persons are harassed by the influence of Kali Yuga and cannot arrange for all the requisite paraphernalia for performing sacrifice as recommended in the Vedas. But if one simply chants Hare Krishna, it is to be understood that he is performing all kinds of yajna, because there is nothing within our vision except Hare, the energy of Krishna, and Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna and his energies. Thus, since everything is a manifestation of his energy, it is to be understood that everything is Krishna. One simply has to accept everything in Krishna consciousness, and he is a liberated person. One should not misunderstand that because everything is Krishna, Krishna has no personal identity. Krishna is so full that in spite of keeping himself separate from everything by his energy, he is everything. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter. He is spread throughout the creation as everything, but still he's not everything. The philosophy recommended by Lord Chaitanya is that he is simultaneously one and different. Similarly, in the Srimad Bhagavatam in Canto 6, Chapter 5, text number 20, Srila Prabhupada explains the meaning of initiation. Prabhupada says, one should be initiated into following the principles of Shastra. In offering initiation, our Krishna Consciousness movement asks one to come to the conclusion of Shastra by taking the advice of the supreme speaker of the Shastra, Krishna, forgetting the principles of the materialistic way of life. Therefore, the principles we advise are no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling, and no meat eating. These 4 types of engagement will enable an intelligent person to get free from the materialistic life and return home back to Godhead. Now, questions are sometimes raised. How will this fire sacrifice get to the higher regions of the universe? How does that work? Prabhupada explains in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 14, Text 9. In the purport, Prabhupada says, fire is considered to be the tongue of the personality of Godhead Vishnu, and oblations of grains and clarified butter offered to the fire are thus accepted by him. That is the principle of all sacrifices, of which Lord Vishnu is the master. In other words, the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu includes the satisfaction of all demigods and other living beings. Prabhupada further explains in Canto 4, Chapter 4, Text 9, by offering oblations in the fire while chanting the Vedic mantra Svaha, one offers respect to all the demigods, great sages, and pitas, including Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu. It is customary that Shiva is one of those who are offered respects, but Sati, while personally present in the arena, saw that the Brahmanas did not utter the mantra offering oblations to Lord Shiva, Namaha Shivaya Svaha. She was not sorry for herself, for she was ready to come to her father's house without being invited, but she wanted to see whether or not her husband was being respected. To see a relative, her sisters and mother, was not so important. Even when she was received by her mother and sisters, she did not care, for she was most concerned that her sisters was being insulted. She was most concerned that her husband was being insulted in the sacrifice. When she marked the insult, she became greatly angry, and she looked at her father so angrily that Daksha appeared to burn in her vision. Now, before we begin the actual fire, we'll read one of these last statements. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 4, Verse 60. The predominating deity of fire begot in his wife Svaha 3 children, namely Pavaka, Pavamana, and Shuchi, who exist by eating the oblations offered to the fire of sacrifice. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. After describing the descendants of the 13 wives of Dharma, who were all daughters of Daksha, Maitreya now describes the 14th daughter of Daksha, Svaha, and her 3 sons. Oblations offered in the sacrificial fire are meant for the demigods, and on behalf of the demigod, the 3 sons of Agni and Svaha, namely Pavaka, Pavamana, and Suchi, accept the oblations. So we can have the kirtan for a few minutes. I will chant on the beads, then you will take your vows, and then you will receive your new names. So kirtan can go on for about 5-10 minutes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada wrote in 1969 in a letter to Andrea Temple, on March 6, 1968. Srila Prabhupada explains if that lecture was lost. Srila Prabhupada explains in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 21, Text 41. Diksha or spiritual initiation is explained in the Bhakti Sandarbha 868 by Srila Jiva Goswami. Divyam jnanam yato dadyat kuryat papasya sanshayam tasmad dikshiti saprokta dishikaistata vide. By Diksha, one gradually becomes disinterested in material enjoyment and gradually becomes interested in spiritual life. The Nectar of Instruction, text number 5. Prabhupada further explains the meaning of initiation. So, Bhaktivedanta, please describe what are the 4 regulative principles. I can't hear, but let me know.
No gambling, no meat eating, and no intoxication.
And how many rounds of Maha Mantra will you be doing every day?
16 rounds.
Very good. Your initiated name as a disciple of Srila Prabhupada is Venkat Bhatta Das. Venkat Bhatta was a relative of Gopal Bhatta Goswami, a resident of Sri Rangam. I've sent you a communication where this explains. This is described by Srila Prabhupada in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, where Prabhupada explains the position of Venkat Bhatta, a very exalted position in the Sampradaya of Lord Chaitanya. Bhaktin Dipika. What are the 4 regulative principles?
No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling.
And how many rounds of Maha Mantra will you be doing every day?
16 rounds, at least.
Very
16
good.
rounds.
Your initiated name as a disciple of Srila Prabhupada is Dayarupa Devi Dasi. This is a name of Srimati Radharani, which means merciful. She has a form of mercy. You are an eternal servant of Srimati Radharani. This name is taken from the Narada Pancharatra, text 114. Bhakta Michael in Montreal. What are the 4 regulative principles?
The 4 regulative principles are no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling.
And how many rounds of the Maha Mantra will you be doing every day?
At least 16 rounds per day.
Very good. Your initiated name as a disciple of Srila Prabhupada is Madhu Vratadas. This is described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Prabhupada in Adi Lila, chapter 12, text 57. It says that Vasudev Datta was formerly Madhu Vrata, a singer in Vrindavan, in Goloka Vrindavan. Very, very special. I've also sent you an email, and you can read more details of the meaning of your transcendental name. So everybody, we will now start the fire sacrifice, and we invite everybody to join. And after each svaha, we'll be doing, after each mantra, we'll be doing the svaha 3 times. After each svaha, you can put a few grains mixed with ghee, and you're going to put that either in a cup or a container, and at the end of the fire sacrifice, you'll be pouring that into your little yagna pit or your fire pit there. So I'm going to repeat each word of the mantras, and you repeat the word after me. Om Om
Om
Ajnana Ajnana Timira Timira Andasya Jnana
Dasya
Anjana Shalakaya
Shalakaya
Shalakaya Chakshur
Chakshur
Unmilitam
Unmilitam
Yena
Yena
Tasmai
Tasmai
Shri
Shri
Gurave
Gurave
Namaha
Namaha
Svaha 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 Sri
Shri
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Mano Vishtam
Vishnu
Stapitam
Tapita
Yena
Yena
Bhutale
Bhutale
Swayam
Swayam
Rupa
Rupa
Kada
Kada
Mahyam
Mahyam
Dadati
Dadati
Sva
Sva
Pada
Pada
Antikam
Antikam
Svaha
Swaha
Svaha
Swaha
Svaha Vande
Vande
Aham
Aham
Shri
Shri
Guru
Guru
Shri Yuta
Shri Yuta
Padakamalam
Padakamalam
Shri Gurun
Shri Guru
Vaishnavamscha
Vaishnavamscha
Shri Rupam
Shri Rupam
Sagrajatam
Sagrajatam
Sahagana
Sahagana
Raghunathan
Raghunatham
Tam
Tam
Sajivam
Sanjeevam
Sadvetam
Sadvetam
Savadhutam
Savadhutam
Parijana
Parijana
Sahitam
Sahitam
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Devam
Devam
Shri
Shri
Radha Krishna
Radha Krishna
Padan
Pada
Sahagana
Sahagana
Lalita
Lalita
Shri
Shri
Vishaka
Vishaka
Anvitam
Anvitam
Cha
Cha
Svaha
Swaha
Svaha
Swaha
Namah Namah
Nama
Om
Om
Vishnu
Vishnu
Padaya
Padaya
Krishna
Krishna
Prestaya
Krishna
Bhutale
Bhutale
Srimate
Srimate
Bhaktivedanta
Bhaktivedanta
Swamin
Swami
Iti
Iti
Namine
Namine
Svaha
Swaha
Svaha Svaha.
Swaha.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Saraswati.
Saraswati.
Deve.
Devi.
Gauravani.
Gaurava.
Pracharine.
Pracharini.
Nirvishesha.
Nirvishesha.
Shunyavadi.
Shunyavani.
Paschatya.
Paschatya.
Desha.
Desha.
Tarine.
Tarine.
Svaha. Svaha. Svaha.
Swaha.
Shri
Shri
Varshaba.
Varshaba.
Navi Devi.
Navi Devi.
Dayitaya.
Daitaya.
Kripa.
Kripa.
Abdaye.
Abhaye.
Krishna.
Krishna.
Sambandha.
Sambandha.
Vijnana.
Vijnana.
Dayine.
Daine.
Prabhave.
Prabhave.
Namaha.
Namaha.
Svaha. 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 Nama. Nama.
Nama.
Om.
Om.
Vishnu Padaya.
Vishnu Padaya.
Krishna Prestaya.
Krishna Prasthaya.
Bhutale.
Bhutale.
Srimate.
Srimate.
Bhakti.
Bhakti.
Siddhanta.
Siddhanta.
Saraswati.
Saraswati.
Iti namine.
Iti namine.
Svaha.
Swaha.
Svaha.
Swaha.
Svaha.
Swaha.
Madhurya.
Madhurya.
Ujjvala.
Ujjvala.
Premadhya. Shri
Shri
Rupanuga.
Rupan
Bhaktida.
Bhaktida.
Shri Gaura.
Shri Gaura.
Karuna Shakti.
Karuna
Vigrahaya.
Vigrahaya.
Namo.
Namo.
Astute.
Astute.
Svaha. Svaha.
Swaha.
Svaha. Namaste.
Namaste.
Gauravani.
Gauravani.
Srimurtaye.
Srimurtaye.
Dinatarine.
Dinatari.
Rupanuga.
Rupan.
Viruddha.
Viduddha.
Apasiddhanta.
Apasiddha.
Dvanta. Harine.
Harine.
Svaha. 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 Namaste.
Namaste.
Gauravani.
Gaurava.
Srimurtaye.
Srimurtaye.
Dinatarine. Vipralamba.
Vipralamba.
Rasa.
Rasa.
Ambode.
Ambode.
Pada.
Pada.
Ambujaya.
Ambuja.
Te.
Te.
Namaha.
Namaha.
Svaha. 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 Gora. Avirbhava. Bhume. Tvam. Nirdeshta. Sajjana. Priyaha. Vaishnava. Sarvabhauma. Sri Jagannataya Te Namaha Svaha 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 Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Svaha 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 Namo Maha Vadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tvishe Namaha Svaha 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 He He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Svaha 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 Jayatam Jayatam Surato Pangor Mama Manda Mater Gati Matsaravasva Matsaravasva Pada Ambojo Pada Ambojo Radha Madana Mohano Madana Mohano Divyad Divyad Vrindaranya Vrindaranya Kalpa Drumada Srimad Ratnagara Simha asana,
asana,
stow,
stow,
Shri Shri,
Shri Shri,
Radha,
Radha,
Srila,
Srila,
Govinda Devo,
Govinda,
Govinda Deva,
Prishta,
Krishna,
Alibi,
Alihi,
Sevyamano,
Sevyamana,
Smarami,
Smara,
Svaha, Svaha, Svaha,
Swaha,
Shriman,
Shriman,
Rasa,
Rasa,
Arambi,
Arhami,
Vamshivata,
Vamshivata,
Sivata,
Tatashtitaha,
Tatastita,
Tatastita,
Karshan,
Karshan,
Venu,
Venu,
Svaner,
Swane,
Gopir,
Gopi,
Gopinata,
Gopi,
Gopinata,
Shriye,
Shriye,
Astuna, Astuna Svaha, Svaha, Svaha,
Swaha,
Tapta,
Tapta,
Kanchana,
Kanchan,
Gorangi,
Gauri,
Radhe,
Radhe,
Vrindavana,
Vrindavana,
Ishwari,
Krishna,
Vrishabhanu,
Vrishabha,
Sute Devi,
Sute Devi,
Pranamami,
Pranama,
Hari Priye,
Hari Pri,
Svaha, Svaha, Svaha,
Swaha,
Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Shri Advaita,
Shri Advaita,
Gadadara,
Gadadhara,
Srivas,
Shri Vas,
Adi,
Adi,
Gaura,
Gaura,
Bhakta Vrinda,
Bhaktivedanta
Swaha,
Swami
Swaha, Swaha, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare, Svaha, Svaha, Svaha. So everybody can stand up, and we will add the Purnahuti, the final oblation, into the fire. You take the banana that you have, sprinkle it with a little bit of water, and you're going to stand up and recite after me. Namo
Namo
Brahmanya
Brahmanya
Devaya
Devaya
Go
Go
Brahmana
Brahmana
Hitaya Cha
Hidaya Cha
Go
Go
Jagat
Jagat
Hitaya
Hidaya
Krishnaya
Krishnaya
Govindaya
Govindaya
Namo
Namo
Namaha
Namaha
Svaha. Put the banana into the fire. Svaha
Swaha
Svaha.
Swaha.
So now you can start the kirtan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mahamantra kirtan.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,